the shadowed corners of history, where the threads of legend and fact intertwine, lies the Stanley Hotel, a beacon to those who seek the whispers of the past and the murmurs of the other side. My darlings of the dark, I invite you to journey with me as we peel back the layers of time, revealing stories of ambition, spectral presences, and the indelible mark of a literary nightmare. Our exploration begins with Freeland Oscar Stanley, a man whose vision carved a monument to luxury from the rugged wilderness of Estes Park. Within the walls of his grand creation, room 217 waits, silent and brooding, a chamber where history and haunting collide, inspiring terror in the heart of a young Stephen King. Prepare to be ensnared by the allure of the unknown, for as we delve into the spectral heart of the Stanley, we confront not just ghosts, but the essence of fear itself. Join me as we step into the world where the veil is thin and the spirits speak. Every episode this season is a two-parter. The first part is about the history of the hotel. The second part, we get into the paranormal activity. I will be uploading 2 episodes a week, so please stick around and come back for more. Welcome back to Ancient Secrets and Haunted Journeys. In this episode, we ascend to the 4th floor of the Stanley Hotel, a place where the laughter of ghostly children echoes through the corridors, and the past seems to come alive with every step. This grand hotel, nestled in the heart of the Rockies, harbors stories that blur the line between the living and the spectral. Once a mere attic, then transformed into living quarters, and finally luxurious suites, the 4th floor's evolution is a tale of architectural transformation and mysterious presences. Reports of playful spirits, unseen giggles, and toys moving of their own accord have given this floor a reputation for being a focal point of paranormal activity within the hotel. From the mischievous meddling with guests' belongings to the haunting melodies heard in empty corridors, these tales of the unseen children of the Stanley Hotel invite us to ponder the mysteries that linger in spaces filled with history and emotion. Join us as we explore the enigmatic 4th floor, a place where the echoes of the past meet the curiosity of the present. The origins of the hauntings on the 4th floor of the Stanley Hotel are deeply rooted in its historical use, which sets the stage for its reputation as a center of paranormal activity. Originally serving as an enormous attic used for storage, the 4th floor evolved over time. It was first transformed into an in-house lodging for female employees and their children, and later it was converted into hotel suites. This transition from utilitarian space to living quarters and eventually to guest accommodations is pivotal in understanding the genesis of the ghostly tales that now permeate the floor. The Stanley Hotel's history is intertwined with stories of laughter and footsteps echoing through its halls, as reported by guests and staff. These accounts have fostered an eerie ambiance, particularly on the 4th floor, where the sounds of invisible children playing into the night are a common report. Such narratives have been bolstered by first-hand experiences of closet doors opening and closing of their own accord and personal items mysteriously disappearing, only to be neatly arranged or returned later. Room 428 in particular is noted for its heightened activity, with reports of heavy footsteps, furniture rearranging overnight, and the unexpected appearances of a ghostly cowboy, believed by the locals to be the spirit of Rocky Mountain Jim, an influential figure in Estes Park's history. These stories contribute to the Stanley Hotel's haunted reputation, making the 4th floor a focal point for those fascinated by the paranormal. The tales of ghostly children and the helpful but eerie presence of Elizabeth Wilson in room 217 amplify the hotel's allure. attracting both skeptics and believers to explore its mysteries. The blend of historical fact and supernatural legend has cemented the Stanley Hotel as a premier destination for those seeking encounters with the unexplained, further popularized by Stephen King's The Shining, which was inspired by his own eerie stay in room 217. This interplay of history, celebrity, and the paranormal has not only enriched the lore surrounding the Stanley Hotel, but has also made it an iconic landmark in the landscape of American ghost stories. The fourth floor of the Stanley Hotel, through its transformation from a storage attic to a hub of spectral activity, illustrates how spaces imbued with history and human emotion can become the canvas for tales of the otherworldly. The narratives that emerge from the fourth floor offer a glimpse into the past, preserved in the whispers of ghostly children and the silent vigil of spirits like Elizabeth Wilson, making the hotel not just a place of lodging, but a living museum of the paranormal. The fourth floor of the Stanley Hotel has long been the center of whispered tales and eerie occurrences, with numerous guests and staff reporting the ghostly echoes of children's laughter. The pitter-patter of unseen feet running down its hallways, and the ethereal sense of play that pervades the air. These accounts contribute to the Stanley Hotel's mystique, painting a picture of a space where the past and the present merge, creating an atmosphere thick with the unseen and the unheard. Historically, the fourth floor served practical purposes, originally functioning as an attic space before being repurposed as living quarters for female employees and their children. This transition imbued the area with a domestic, lived-in quality that seems to have transcended the physical changes over time. Today, despite its conversion into guest suites, the remnants of its past use linger, manifesting in ghostly activities that hint at the lives once led there. Visitors to the Stanley Hotel have shared numerous personal encounters with the spectral children of the fourth floor, from the gentle, mischievous meddling with personal belongings to the sound of giggles and whispers in empty rooms. These stories form a rich tapestry of paranormal activity. Guests report waking to the sensation of being watched, only to find their room doors ajar and the fleeting image of a child disappearing into the ether. Some recount the eerie experience of hearing bouncing balls or seeing toys move of their own accord, suggesting the presence of unseen children still at play. Room 428, in particular, stands out for its paranormal prominence, with numerous reports of unexplained movements, sounds, and the apparition of a cowboy, further adding layers to the hotel's haunted narrative. These stories are not isolated, but are part of a larger pattern of occurrences that suggests the fourth floor is a hotspot for spectral activity, where the veil between worlds seems thinnest. The collective experiences of those who have visited the Stanley Hotel's fourth floor weave together into a narrative that transcends mere ghost stories. They speak to a deeper, more profound connection with the past, where the echoes of laughter and play remind us that history is not always silent. The tales of ghostly children at the Stanley Hotel do not merely contribute to its eerie atmosphere. They invite us to ponder the imprints we leave behind and the ways in which spaces can hold memories, emotions, and perhaps even spirits. The Stanley Hotel, with its storied past and spectral residents, stands as a testament to the enduring fascination with the paranormal. The tales of ghostly children playing in the corridors of the fourth floor not only enrich the lore of this historic establishment, but also underscore the hotel's place in the pantheon of America's most haunted locations, drawing curious visitors and paranormal enthusiasts from around the world to explore its mysteries. The spectral children of the Stanley Hotel's 4th floor have not only left an indelible mark on the guests who have stayed there, but also drawn the attention of paranormal investigators seeking to document and understand the phenomena. These endeavors have yielded a collection of personal encounters and investigative findings that add credence to the tales of ghostly activity within the historic hotel. One of the most compelling accounts comes from guests who have experienced direct interactions with the spirits of children. Visitors have reported hearing clear, unmistakable sounds of children laughing, playing, and running down the hallways when no children were present in the hotel. Such experiences often occur late at night, enveloping the 4th floor in an eerie yet playful atmosphere that many believe is the doing of the hotel's youngest and most mischievous spectral residents. Paranormal investigations have sought to capture evidence of these phenomena, employing a range of techniques from EVP recordings to thermal imaging. Investigators have reported capturing inexplicable audio recordings that resemble children's voices, laughter, and footsteps echoing through empty corridors. Some have even documented thermal anomalies suggesting the presence of unseen entities moving about the rooms and hallways. These findings, while not conclusive, have intrigued both skeptics and believers, fueling further interest in the Stanley Hotel's haunted reputation. Specific personal stories add a human element to these investigations. For example, a family staying on the 4th floor recounted an incident where their child spoke of playing with a new friend who appeared in the room at night, yet was invisible to the adults. Another guest described waking up to find her child giggling and interacting with an unseen presence, a story that aligns with the hotel's lore of playful ghostly children who seek companionship with the living. The Stanley Hotel embraces its ghostly inhabitants, offering guided tours that delve into its paranormal history. These tours often feature stories from staff members who have had their own encounters, further enriching the narrative tapestry of the hotel. It's not uncommon for guests on these tours to report sudden drops in temperature, unexplained touches, or even capture photographic evidence of orbs and figures, lending a tangible aspect to the ghost stories that permeate the hotel's lore. The collective body of personal encounters, coupled with the findings from paranormal investigations, paints a vivid picture of the Stanley Hotel as a place where the past and the present intertwine. The stories of the ghostly children on the 4th floor are a testament to the hotel's rich and mysterious history, inviting both the curious and the brave to explore its halls and perhaps experience the unexplainable for themselves. The tales of hauntings and ghostly children on the 4th floor have woven themselves into the very fabric of the Stanley Hotel's identity, transforming it from merely a historic hotel into a legendary site within the world of paranormal lore. The impact of these stories on the hotel's mystique is profound, drawing both the enthusiasts of the paranormal and curious visitors from around the globe, eager to explore its storied halls and perhaps encounter its spectral inhabitants. The Stanley Hotel's association with the supernatural began to solidify in the public imagination following Stephen King's stay in room 217, inspiring his iconic novel, The Shining. This event marked a turning point, catapulting the hotel into the limelight. And associating it indelibly with ghostly occurrences. However, the stories of the ghostly children on the 4th floor have added a unique layer to its haunted reputation, offering a narrative that is both eerie and endearingly mysterious. These ghostly tales have significantly contributed to the hotel's allure, making it a must-visit destination for those fascinated by the paranormal. The stories of laughter, unseen children playing in the hallways, and personal belongings being mysteriously rearranged resonate with visitors, offering an immersive experience that blends history with mystery. Paranormal investigations and personal anecdotes shared by guests and staff alike have further solidified the hotel's status as a hotspot for supernatural activity. These accounts, documented through various media and shared on ghost tours offered by the hotel, have enriched the Stanley's narrative, attracting a dedicated following of ghost hunters and researchers eager to delve into its mysteries. The impact of these haunting tales extends beyond mere fascination. They have become a pivotal aspect of the Stanley Hotel's brand and a key driver of its tourism industry. The hotel clearly embraces its ghostly reputation, offering themed events, tours, and accommodations that cater to the interests of those drawn to its paranormal aspects. This strategic embrace of the supernatural has not only enhanced the hotel's appeal, but has also allowed it to stand out in the competitive hospitality market. In essence, the haunting tales of the Stanley Hotel, particularly those surrounding the ghostly children of the fourth floor, have transcended mere ghost stories to become integral to its identity and appeal. These tales have endowed the hotel with a rich, multifaceted lore that invites exploration and imagination, cementing its place in the annals of American haunted history. The Stanley Hotel's reputation as a site of paranormal activity continues to fascinate and inspire, ensuring that its legacy will endure for generations to come. As our exploration of the fourth floor comes to an end, the whispers of the past fade into the shadows, leaving us with more questions than answers. The ghostly children of the Stanley Hotel remind us that some stories are written not in pages, but in the very walls that have witnessed centuries passed by. But our journey through the corridors of history and haunting does not end here. Next time on Ancient Secrets and Haunted Journeys, we delve into a tale of tragedy and resilience, the 1911 gas explosion that rocked the Stanley Hotel. This harrowing event not only left a mark on the physical structure of the hotel, but also on its spiritual fabric. We'll uncover the legacy of Freeland Oscar Stanley and his wife Flora, whose spirits are said to linger within the hotel, their presence a testament to their undying love for each other and for the architectural marvel they created. Join us as we explore how a disaster paved the way for legends, and how the indomitable spirit of two pioneers left an eternal imprint on one of America's most haunted hotels.